Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is a lecture on profit and loss for the students of class 7. We first must know what is the objective of our lesson. The goal of this lesson is that the students will understand profit and loss, and they will be able to calculate profit and loss based problems associated with their textbook. And when they understand profit and loss, they will be able to implement the use of profit and loss in their real life. In order to understand profit and loss, we first need to understand what is a cost price and a selling price. Well, the cost price is nothing but the price of purchasing, and the selling price is the price at which you are selling your product. Let us understand this by an example. Suppose the cost price of a pen is taka 5 and the selling price is taka 6, and the selling price taka 6 is higher than the cost price taka 5. This situation is profitable as the selling price is higher than the cost price. And when the selling price is higher than the cost price, the process of finding the profit is to subtract the cost price from the selling price. That means the profit is equals to selling price minus the cost price. In this case, the profit equals to taka 6 minus taka 5 is taka 1. Now we will see what happens when the cost price is higher than the selling price. In this situation, we are at a loss, and the process of finding the loss is to subtract the selling price from the cost price. Now we will see this from our previous example. Suppose in our previous example, if the cost price was taka 6 and selling price was taka 5, then what happens? Then in this case, the cost price is higher than the selling price. So loss equals cost price minus selling price, and in this case, loss equals taka 6 minus taka 5 equals taka 1. For our convenience, we will denote the selling price by SP and cost price by CP respectively. Now, let us see a simple example from our textbook associated with profit and loss. Rabi bought 50 kg rice at the rate of 40 per kg and sold it at the rate of 44 per kg. What is the amount of profit or loss? Well, in this case, the total amount bought is 50 kg and price of 1 kg is taka 40. In order to get the cost price, we need to multiply 50 by 40, and as he sold the rice per kg at price 44, we need to multiply 50 by 44 to get the selling price. So the cost price is taka 50 times 40 equals to taka 2000, and the selling price is taka 50 times 44 equals to 2200. As you can see that the selling price 2200 is higher than the cost price 2000. So we are at profit, and to get the profit we just subtract the cost price from the selling price. Here it follows: selling price is higher than cost price, and the profit is selling price minus the cost price. And in this case, 2200 minus 2000 equals to taka 200. It is our profit. As of now, we understand profit and loss and how to calculate them. Now we will see how to express profit and loss in percentage, and this is very useful. First, we will understand it through an elaborate process, and then I will show you a formula to express profit and loss directly in percentage. So let us recall our first example. The cost price of a pen is taka 5 and selling price is taka 6. Then what is the percentage profit or loss in this case? As you know, here the selling price is higher than the cost price, so the profit is taka 1, as taka 6 minus taka 5 is taka 1. Now we will express this profit in percentage. Observe that you are gaining taka 1 by investing taka 5. I mean, when the cost price is taka 5, you have a profit of taka 1. For taka 5 there is a profit of taka 1. For taka 1 there is a profit of taka 1 over 5. For taka 100 there is a profit of taka 1 over 5 times 100 is taka 20. That means the profit is 20%. Here what you need to determine is that when the cost price is taka 100, what is the profit? Then you are done. Okay. Now I will show you a simple formula to calculate profit and loss in percentage. As you can see, the profit depends on the cost price, so we can build up a formula for finding profit and loss in percentage. Okay. So to get the profit in percentage, we need to divide the profit or gain by the cost price and multiply it by 100 to get the desired profit in percentage. That means profit in percentage equals to gain or profit divided by cost price times 100. In a similar way, you can also find the loss in percentage as follows. Okay, let us see our previously solved problem by the above mentioned law. In our previous problem, profit or gain was taka 1 and the cost price was taka 5. As the formula goes, profit in percentage is gain over CP times 100. Here the gain is taka 1 or the profit is taka 1 and your cost price is taka 5. Then taka 1 divided by taka 5 times 100 is taka 20. That means the profit is 20%. That's simple. Let us see some examples from our textbook. An item is bought at taka 190 and sold it at taka 175. What is the percentage of profit or loss? Here you can see that the selling price is smaller than the cost price, as selling price is 175 taka and cost price is 190 taka. And we know when cost price is higher than the selling price, then the loss is cost price minus the selling price. In this case, taka 190 minus taka 175 is taka 15. Okay, now we need to determine this in percentage. So it goes as follows. Loss in percentage is loss over the cost price times 100. Here the loss is 15 taka and the cost price is taka 190 times 100. It is 150 divided by 19%. Now we will see an interesting problem where none of the selling price or cost price is given, but a relationship between them is given. And the problem is, if the selling price of a car is 4/5 portion of cost price, what is the percentage of profit or loss? Well, according to the question, selling price equals 4/5 of cost price. That is 5 times the selling price equals 4 times the cost price. That means we need to multiply the selling price by 5 to be equal to 4 times the cost price. That is, from this line we can say that the cost price is higher than the selling price. And to find the loss, we need to subtract the selling price from the cost price, as cost price is higher. So loss equals cost price minus selling price, and you know the selling price is 4/5 of cost price. So the loss by calculating is cost price over 5. So the loss in percentage is loss divided by the cost price times 100. And the loss is CP over 5 over CP times 100 is 1 over 5 times 100 equals to 20. Now I will show you a very important problem from your textbook, and this is one of my favorite problems as well. And the problem is as follows. Rohim sold a mobile phone at a cost price of taka 1950 at a loss of 25%. At what cost will he have to sell it to get a profit of 30%? As you can see, there are two different parts in this problem. As in the first part, the selling price is given at 25% loss. So we will first determine the cost price from this part. We observe that the loss is 25%, and this means when we buy anything at taka 100, we are selling it at taka 75. This is what 25% loss means. That is, when the cost price is taka 100, then the selling price is taka 75. If the selling price is taka 75, then the cost price is taka 100. Then if the selling price is taka 1, what is the cost price? 100 over 75, and the selling price 1950 is given. So when the selling price is 1950, then the cost price is 2600. Now in the second part, we need to sell it at 30% profit. That is, if the cost price is 100, then the selling price is 130, and we know from our previous slide that the cost price is 2600. That is, if the cost price is 100, then selling price is 130. If the cost price is 1, the selling price is 130 by 100. If the cost price is 2600, then the selling price is 3380. Okay, hence Rahim will have to sell it to taka 3380 to get 30% profit. Now we will see another topic from our textbook. Tax given at a fixed rate with the cost price of a thing is called VAT, or value added tax. Okay, now this is a problem from your activity. Going to a sari shop, Kona bought a silk sari at taka 1200 and a 3-piece at taka 1800. If the rate of VAT is taka 4%, how many taka will she pay to the shopkeeper? Okay, total price of silk sari and 3-piece is 1200 plus 1800 is equal to taka 3000. So VAT for taka 100 is 4, as the VAT is 4%. That means the VAT for taka 100 is 4, VAT for taka 1 is 4 over 100. So VAT for taka 3000 is 4 over 100 times 3000 equal to 120. That means Kona will have to pay 3000 plus this VAT 120, it is 3120. So here are two homeworks for you, and you need to solve it and show me when your college opens.